Hello, everybody. Good afternoon to our teacher, Ma'am Gladys M. Castillo, and to all of you, my classmates. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rebecca Rose B. Enriquez, and I'm going to share to you Lesson 4, which is about foundational principles of morality and you. This lesson will be followed by a shared discussion that will be given to us by Ma'am Abrugar, and she will be tackling values formation and you. I will be coming back to discuss to you teaching as your vocation, mission, and profession for lesson 6. In our previous lessons, we learned what is teaching. We also learned general domains of teaching competence. And we also determined the philosophies of education. And we also tried testing, making our own philosophy of education. So this time, we will go farther, and you are going to meet different words such as morality, principles, foundation, vocation, mission, and profession. So, guys, are you ready to listen? Okay, so let's go. Let's start our lesson. I'm going to show to you pictures of different persons. Then you are going to identify or name that person on the picture. All right, so let's go to picture number 1. Anybody who knows? Yes, he is Socrates. Socrates is an ancient philosopher, and he was known for the many quotes and sayings that he shared to us, and one of which states, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Next picture. How about this? Do you know? Do you know who he is? Very good. He is Aristotle. And Aristotle is also one of our ancient philosophers in the history. And because of his contributions to philosophy, he was known, and all of his quotes and sayings have been living up to this time because all of what he had shared are related to our personal lives too. And one of the quotes that he said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit." Let's go to the next picture. Anybody knows who he is? Yes, he is Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking has a lot of contribution to the research on cosmology and Einstein's general theory of relativity, implied space and time. So he has a lot of contribution on science and research. And maybe you have already watched his real life story movie. um, he has special needs, but it did not hinder him to go for his research. And a lot of his quotes were famous, and one of which is, "Remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Never give up work because it gives you meaning and purpose, and life is empty without it. If you are lucky enough to find love, remember it is there and don't throw it away." Next picture. Do you know him? Yes, he is Mahatma Gandhi. And he's a millennial personality that even young people know who he is. And he said, "Carefully watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Manage and watch your words, for they will become your actions. Consider and judge your actions, for they have become your habits. Acknowledge and watch your habits, for they shall become your values. Understand and embrace your values, for they become your destiny." So his sayings most are related to our personal experiences. And we seek to these kinds of quotes when we are looking for a little bit of inspiration about life. Next picture, anybody knows him? Now let's define what morality is. Morality, what is the root word there? It is moral. Now when we ask people to define what morality is, they can give words such as ethics, values, virtues, standards, integrity, what else? Ideals. Yeah. Okay. All of these words that they can give to you about morality are all correct. Now, what really morality is? Morality is the quality of human acts. Because of morality, we will be able to determine if our actions, words, thoughts are good or evil. We have this discernment if or we reflect if these actions cause something good or bad to other people. Next about morality is that principles concerning the distinction between right and wrong or good and bad behavior. Now, in our homes, wherein our parents are our first teachers, they taught us good values education. They taught us how to say po and opo, that when you bow to an elder or you bless the hand of an elder is showing respect to them. When we say good words, when we help other people, it is something that you good for yourself and for others. Morality is code of conduct. When I was in elementary, I could remember that we have this subject, good manners and right conduct subject. So, of course, our teacher was our role model who showed to us good values. And then we were taught a lot of lessons about life, about experiences, about valuing people, properties, valuing life, everything that is good and pleasing, or everything that is right was taught to us. And I know it was for something to learn about code of conduct. Now, foundational moral principle. We are going to answer two questions here. What is meant by foundational moral principle, and where is this foundational moral principle? Principle comes from the Latin word princeps, which means beginning, source, something something is based, founded, while foundation means set of principles to support. A principle is that on which something is based, founded, originated, initiated. It is likened to the foundation of a building upon which all other parts stand. A foundational moral principle is therefore the universal norm upon which all other principles on the rightness and wrongness of an actions are based. It is the source of morality. Now, where is this foundational moral principle? It is contained in the natural law. Many moralists, authors, and philosophers may have referred to this foundational moral principle in different terms, but it may be acceptable to all believers and non-believers alike to refer to it as natural law. So what is natural law? It is written in the hearts of men. It is the law that says, do good and avoid evil. This is the fundamental or foundational moral principle. All men and women, regardless of race and belief, have a sense of this foundational moral principle. It is ingrained in man's nature. It is built into the design of human nature and woven into the fabric of the normal human mind. We are inclined to do what we recognize as good and avoid that which we recognize as evil. So, good moral character is being fully human. You understand the situation of other people. You extend patience, understanding towards other people. You extend love. You extend help. Being a loving person is something that you become empathic to others. You become passionate towards other people. You have the compassion to understand their situation. Being a virtuous person is using your doing the virtues that you have, the values that you have, you walk the talk. It is not just in front of people that you are a good person, that you are helping people, not because you help, because you know something will be given to you as a return. You help because many people see. Now that's not being virtuous person. You apply the values and virtues that you learn without even somebody watching over you, watching your actions. You do it naturally. You help other people because you know that is the right thing to do. Morally matured person. When we become matured person, we think less for ourselves. We think what we can do something good for other people, what can make other people, what can help other people. Being morally matured person is something that you learn from previous experiences and encounter. You do not just become matured because of your age, because you realize something. You become matured because you were being shapen. You become matured because you already have a lot of experiences and reflections towards doing good and avoiding bad behaviors. So, what do you think is the relationship of our lesson to our becoming a teacher or being a teacher? A teacher should have good moral character because they are models in our school. When we encounter teachers who are nice people, who teaches us well in the class, sometimes we say, I want to be like her. I want to be like him. I want to become a teacher in the future. They give us inspiration. Our teachers should possess the correct moral character because we, the learners, reflect on who our teacher is. In school, our relationship towards our learners is not just relationship. Teachers become a part of the journey of the students. We teachers spend all of our being. We invest our time, energy, our personal values, our morality, our character to our students. The relationship between the teacher and the student is very unique. That even though the salary could be high or low, it doesn't matter. What matters most is the journey of a life of a learner and a teacher are together to produce learners who can be successful and who can contribute something good for our society. I have a lot of realizations in life. I'm just a 1 month old teacher. I was just a newly assigned teacher. I'm not proficient. I'm not a very good teacher. I'm not perfect. And I'm not even very good in making lesson plan. But why I arrived to this stage? Many years ago, when I started working in summer, I saw different faces of people in poverty. I felt the very need, hunger of children towards quality education. And I told to myself, maybe I need to do something good for them. And it will not be long lasting if I will just work to this kind of sector, to this kind of field of work and leave the community. But if I become a teacher, I could be a good influence to others. I will be touching the hearts of students. For how many students? I will be able to equip them with the knowledge, skills, and attitude. I thought it was just so easy. I was imagining a lot of things in my mind. But all of those imaginations led me to where I wanted to be. And now I am a teacher. Even though I am a neophyte, I have the strong courage and inspiration to go more than here because I know my students need me. And I'm very excited for a face-to-face class to really test my capacity in teaching. And for you as future teachers, please do not give up. Keep on dreaming. Your dreams will lead you. And of course, trust Him. He knows everything. Do not fail to pray. And I know you will go through a lot of challenges, but it's worth it. It's really a vocation of becoming a teacher. That's it. Thank you very much. And good afternoon. See you later.